Hey everybody, I wanted to do a video today about something that's very difficult for me to talk about, but the whole point of me starting a channel was that I want to try and help people who possibly have something or similar to me that have problems with self-esteem and depression. Every now and then I do have depression, and oh my gosh, I'm like, I don't ever cry. So what happens is with me is I don't ever cry, and then when I finally do, I'll suppress it until the dam bursts. And then so I haven't cried in a long time, and I am not going to cry now. But I have wanted to do this, and I keep putting it off because it's uncomfortable, and just for me to get in front of the camera is very, very, very hard for me. So I wanted, oh my God, I can't. When I started this channel, I just wanted it to be something that I can do to show my daily life, and also maybe I can help people who have similar problems as me, and by talking about it, even though it's difficult. And I wasn't really even sure like what this channel will be, or what it would be. I'm not sure. I have very a hard time talking just to form a thought, and part of that is menopause brain, because I am almost 55 years old, and so this might be rambling somewhat, but I wanted this to be natural, a channel where it wasn't like all these like fancy cameras and lights and filters, and it's just me. So anyway, I'm gonna try to write a book. So the thinking is that I will just put what all of the stories that I have into, just type them out, and Brian said that he'll help me edit it because he's really good at putting things into words, which I'm not. And if you're just tuning in, Brian is my husband. We have another channel, Midlife Prices, and but I wanted to do my own thing, so here I am. And sorry if this is rambling again. I may repeat myself. So what I wanted to do today was read the first part of one of the little stories that I have. And it's funny that I've been thinking about doing this for months and months before any of this stuff started to happen, with the whole world going to hell in a handbasket. So I was raised in Texas in the South, and my dad moved around, or we moved around a lot because my dad was a construction worker back then. He would help build lakes in little tiny, we always lived in really small towns. And when I was a kid, we were always raised to be seen and not heard. So I was always very quiet, very shy, and I was bullied a lot. This is going to be tough. So the first story that I wrote about is a story that I'm just going to read it to you. So I was going to call this book Southern Discomfort, but I found out it was already taken. One day when I looked up the title, it was not, there was nothing. The title, it seemed like that title was available. But then a couple of weeks went by, and I looked it up again, and there's a book out there now called Southern Discomfort. So I guess I'll wait until I finish the book and then come up with a name, because it'll probably take me a while since I haven't been working on it. I've been putting it off because the last time I worked on it, it was it brings back old memories that I don't really want to remember. So I'm just going to read what, this is just a synopsis. It probably won't stay this way, but it needs to be edited because, again, I need to form a thought, which I'm not good at. Anyway, shut up, Pam, and read it. Okay, so the school bus is driving down our lonely dirt road in the small Texas town we live in. Us kids wait in front of the small house we recently moved into. We lived in Davila, Texas, by the way. 3 girls and a boy. I was the middle child, the youngest girl, with 2 older sisters and a younger brother. I was about 7 years old at the time. Ours was the last bus stop before turning around and driving the 12 miles back to the school on a very curvy road, which sometimes I would get car sick. So the bus is full with kids of all ages and races, many of them glaring at us as we see if we can find a place to sit. I am painfully shy, and my voice comes out as a whisper as I ask to sit down, and I get rejected a few times. This seat's taken. Well, we finally find places to sit, and as I get settled in, I feel a whack on top of my head. A young girl of about 12 years old has just whacked me on top of the head with her book. A big, thick book. I remember it very well. Hard enough that my ears are ringing. I want to cry, but I don't dare look around or make a sound. I feel the tears welling up in my eyes. My older sister says something to the girl, but I don't remember what it was. It's like I don't hear anything. I just kind of go into my own little world and close my eyes and wish myself invisible. This was to be the first of many bullies in my life. I'm not sure what it was about me. Maybe I'm an easy target. Anyway, that was the first segment of many segments that I could talk about. But I'm not gonna, I don't know, maybe I will do different segments, but I'm very glad that I have this outlet to talk about my feelings, because I don't know if I've ever, it's difficult to talk about things in your past, and I try to tell myself it's in the past and just let it go, you know? But sometimes things affect you subconsciously, because my whole life I always struggled with the feeling that I'm not good enough, I will never be good enough, I'm worthless. And now I know that that's not true, but sometimes those voices will come back to me and try to tell me that. But I just try to be kind to all people, all races, and I hope that everyone else will do that too. And I'm not sure exactly what this channel is. If you'd like to leave in the comments below, what would you like to see me do? I like to cook. I like to paint. I like to work on projects. I would really like to have a house someday. So we are working on that. It's hard to tell, but Brian is very, very he likes to make sure things are done correctly. So that's why he's doing a lot of research, because he doesn't want to mess things up. He doesn't want to blow up our system, which our solar's working now. He just has to move it and make it bigger. So we're okay. It's just the wheels are in motion, but the wheels move very slow. And if you have stuck around this long, I would like to say I appreciate each and every one of you. Jim, Jessica, Bill, Yvonne, and Taylor and Melissa, Matt Crandall, who's, you guys know who you are. You guys alone make it worth it and make me feel good about myself. I actually had someone recently said, what is the point of this? And I said, you know what? I have 120 something subscribers. There's really no point right now. So if you don't want to see pointless videos, then go somewhere else. But if you stuck around this long, thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.